The F14D is War Thunder's newest Geeza mobile, so I guess I have to review it for you millionaires watching. Today we'll find out whether it's enjoyable, a proper geezer at grinding the tree, and whether it's worth selling all your RAM stockpiles for. And as always, I will be giving the newcomers some tips throughout the video, but first we need to sort out this loadout situation. I've managed to really get quite the variety here. I mean, we've got skill issue and skill, and plenty more of course, but don't forget though. Now, unlike all the other bloomin' YouTubers, I'll be showing you what this thing is like as a casual player who doesn't crank 90s all day long. This thing is... what? It gets the cheeky AIM 54C Plus, Pro Max Ultra, I mean, whatever it is, the first 12 matches they did absolutely mop it all. So I'll talk about these missiles in about 30 seconds after I showcase the AIM 7M, which is meant to be this pointy stick that can track the little green square I have on my screen, but I guess it had plans of its own, and since it probably has an NDA with Gaijin, I won't be able to record a podcast and find out what the flip it was doing. Not a problem though, because instead I'll get this guy with an AIM... well, change of plan then, because I didn't actually want that kill anyways. So instead, I'm going to show you how to dodge a missile, which is not easy at all. But I'm pretty good, since you can literally hear that I then found a slightly better strategy. You see, most War Thunder players actually belong in an insane asylum, because they play thousands of matches thinking, oh, something different is going to happen this time. So all you do is climb to 11,000 meters, because absolutely no one else is up here. Then we start mashing our keyboard. For those of you who don't know how to use this missile, get yourself going Mach 1 and use TWS to play roulette with who gets to play hot potato. And make sure you guide the missile in until the dash line becomes solid, because guess who didn't realize that for ages? Which pursues its journey with sincerity. There's the premium F14 player right there. And turns out when you're up in the stratosphere, you can even use the Phoenixes while diving, because crikey, it racks up a whole lot of velocity. And literally nobody is expecting an AIM 54 in the middle of a match falling on top of them like a Minecraft. And ooh, speaking of Minecraft, I recently got this speed. Don't worry, I cut out the 3 minutes of yap there just in time to show you an excellent example of notching, which I'll recap later. However, it is pretty useful to first check if the RWR is even saying anything. Otherwise, I'm gonna launch another missile here, and unfortunately, it seems I lost the footage where it actually hit 9 people. So you best believe that happened. Oh, by the way, I also recently got this wireless mouse, and it hasn't even run out of battery yet. Then I had another crazy idea. Instead of role-playing a space program, I could multipath and use the AIM 54s as if they're R27ERs. Which, I mean, in hindsight, it was just such a brilliant idea. I really have no idea what could have went wrong. But okay, at least I didn't hit a tree.
From the missile itself. That's when you can activate the active radar.
I definitely did not get caught watching a War Thunder tutorial again. I wouldn't do such a thing. But I guess it kind of worked. And don't be ridiculous. I didn't say kinda because I got an assist from that, which I conveniently cut out the video. However, back to that space program strat, because this dive is genius. I'm telling you, if there's people out there who don't have the attention span to watch the first 3 minutes of a SuperTyger video, there's definitely room for this strategy to absolutely muppetize the enemy team. And as I professionally dodge all these missiles, I guess it might be time to quickly discuss this premium. The F14D is most definitely a premium, to say the least, but is it really a D? The plus on the missiles mean literally nothing. The engines have the exact same name, but are surprisingly slightly different. Later in the video, I'll tell you my final verdict on whether buying this plane should even be on your to-do list. But so far, it just looks like a typical F14. Big fella missiles and cheeky flight model. Whilst also going up against Su-30 MK2s, and boy is that a Geeza plane for sure. Anyways, just to get back to the footage, I spent hours recording. Let's have a look at this epic moment where my AIM 9... This game definitely has some interesting side effects that weren't on the side label, but I am recording a video here, so I'm going to have to Sherlock in and dispatch more of these sticks to secure these vanquishments. However, you're probably thinking, oh, SuperTyger, why are you showing us this boring match where you do splendidly? This isn't the unique SuperTyger experience we're looking for. Well, let me stop you right there, Buster, because buckle up for the little halftime show of this video. So you do have to get the hang of it. But once you figure out how to somewhat reliably use these missiles, climbing in the beginning and making sure you guide them in, then add a sprinkle of hope that there are some premium and or squadron vehicle players on the enemy scene, you can get semi-reliable results, and there's your dopamine for you right there. And now we can actually enjoy using the plane because boredom is already at 85% with climbing, and this thing is actually known for dogfighting, of course, so I wanted to get a lock there, but being the nice teammate I am, I didn't launch in case I team killed, which would have been oh so disastrous. Instead, I pull a sussy back at 12G and tear apart the imposter among us, which has literally 6 to 7% chance of being a kill assist, and since I did all the work, wait, hang on, I did leave this clip in, which means the nice thing about this plane is you don't actually have to use the AIM-54 if you don't want to, so playing it like this and getting ground targets obvious, playing it like this is actually quite fun. I mean, you are literally just a better Phantom, maybe a worse F14, because I mean, I don't know why it doesn't get the AIM 120s. Come on, $100 for this thing. Oh, and anyways, I'm just gonna fade this part out real quick, if you don't mind, just so I can edit in a more fitting clip instead. Now, you can have a lot of chaotic fun with this. I mean, there's lots going on. You have to look around, make sure you're flaring, pointing your missiles in the right direction. I mean, as long as you... This clip, I didn't actually get anyone with the Phoenixes, which is okay, because it doesn't matter, since you can hilariously see as they simply plummet into the ground instead of being even remotely useful. And it looks really cool and aesthetic, and yeah. But then disaster. Looks like some F2 has decided to engage in a BVR dogfight, whatever it's called, without even obtaining a consent form from me. Alright, cue the cinematic music, go on. How unbelievable. Well, this can mean only one thing, which is obviously that I have to show him some real tech by cueing the ankle sound effect alongside the bomber clap sound effect to really emphasize that he is getting nowhere with this. But since I shouldn't be playing with my food, then I promptly send a shipment of TNT to his current coordinates, delivered by Amazon with same-day shipping. That'll teach him. Right. Man, I wrote this script for this to be shorter. Anyways, oh wow, man, how peaceful and sunny it is. I mean, it's a good thing that there isn't an F16 that's right. Okay, I mean, this ping is literally coming from all directions, and I mean, with my genius, I realize that it can't be above me, so it must be below me. And what do you know?
Filter you out. So arbitrary numbers here, but you can tell 1300, it's gonna be 100% visible at like the border.
Okay, here we are again, because I'm telling you, this is the way to play this plane, okay? 10,000 meters, take it or leave it. And it gets you results, you know, especially during a sale. I did notice that the more the sale went on, the better my gameplay was, and the more usable footage I got, because you just need a team with tons of premium players that just downloaded the game, and all will be good. This is how you play the game. You wait for the whole team to be full of premiums because it's profitable. Not for the premium players, obviously, but for you and Gaijin. Now, as promised, I'm going to teach the newcomers how to notch in just 15 seconds. You see, I'm trying to get perpendicular to the RWR ping. Now I'm going to roll a bit so that my plane is sideways, because basically the RWR has these dead zones above and below the plane. So if it stops beeping, you know you're notching right. And there you go. Boom. Drop some chaff, change your altitude a wee bit, and collect your prize by, once again, diving down, because no one is going to look at you. I mean, look at this. I've got so many opportunities to use my aim9Ms. They're IRCCM as well, so unless someone spots me over here... Well, that was a whole lot of yaps, so let's find out whether this premium is worth it. If you already have the F14B and you want to buy this thing, I'm not sure I can help you with whatever problems. For the rest of you that are somewhat sensible, you're either a brand new player or you've researched top tier in at least one other nation. For the latter, I'd say this thing is decent, but I'd still prefer playing the F5C, and then you can talisman the F14B if you want. If you've just downloaded the game, it's a pretty bad idea to instantly get a really high level premium, as I've proven to you throughout the video. Now, I'm not saying you shouldn't do it. The learning curve will be there either way, but it might be a better idea to get something like the F5C and learn to dogfight first. Either way, the first 1,000 or so matches, you'll feel like an absolute, but it's better to get the basics of flying sorted first before you try to rush into radar shenanigans with your matches all looking like this right here every single time. Hang on a minute. For the 19% of you still watching the video, I've got a little treat for you. I'm going to show you how it's done. So we want to find a little cluster of them. There they are. That was convenient, on time. So we're just gonna... I thought I pressed... There we go. We're just gonna spam them. I reckon this guy, he's quite close. Oh, this guy might be going for a base, so definitely try that one out. Boom, no problem. Even at 7,000 meters, so I'll switch back to search pulse Doppler. Bam, no issues at all. Let's see what those missiles are doing. Hit! Bro, the hit! Such a... What? That made me turn my engines off. Oh my... Kill assist! Kill assist! I mean, look. Right, so there's some Geezas over here. But there's two, so I don't exactly know what I should be doing here. That guy's turning away, so no, I won't go for him. This guy's going at me right now. So that's probably a good idea to handle that shenanigans. Hopefully that's an not an active radar, homie. Well, alright guys, that'll have to do.